power sector was allowed to be handled by private businessmen. Everything sold to them, from generation to transmission to distribution.
Yeah.
Government only takes commission.
Jonathan.
Then there is also something we noticed during the campaigns. I've been in politics for quite some time, but I've never experienced what I saw during the last elections. For every 1,000 votes, anywhere in Nigeria, anywhere, and I stand to be corrected, women could account for almost half of that. For every campaign, for every successful campaign, it was driven principally by the youths. By the youths. They drove every campaign. They were the main engine. They were the driving force of every campaign. So, one of the responsibilities of the party is to provide a place of pride for our women
And our youth. A place of pride.
We have hired a consultant, and the consultant has come up with a blueprint on how things happen to make women stand on their feet and the youths adequately employed
and empowered.
They have brought the blueprint. They carried out their studies using the Indian experience. They used the India and I can't remember, and Malaysia. Yeah, India and the Malaysian experience. So I don't know when they are going to make the formal presentation to the party because it's a party project. As soon as we are done with that, we must ensure that the president implements. Now, it is usually normal after every election, especially when you win election, when your party wins. As I was saying yesterday, everybody will start running to government office. The party headquarters will now be empty because even some officers have also run to government office, either to look for appointment or to look for contract. I told you yesterday, if you allow a vehicle to stay too long, you don't use it, the battery will die.
Yeah.
By the time you come to pick your vehicle,
Don't start.
you push. Anybody, if you want to enter a vehicle, you see people pushing it, you just withdraw a little because you don't know what will happen on the way. We want to change that tradition. We want to change it. Because we realize that it's the responsibility of the party to come up with a way of protecting and consolidating Nigeria's emerging democratic tradition. We must try to ensure that the feelings that still remain in the minds of Nigeria on how elections were won will continue to remain there, but will continue to inspire them as a political party, so that whatever they feel about us will continue to remain with them.
This is the important program for today.
For the APC, therefore, our change agenda and objective of taking over power is the unrelenting effort to confront these challenges and eventually build a united, peaceful, and democratic nation with a productive and constantly growing economy which provides significant opportunities for all citizens, home and abroad. We are also expected, and we intend to take a look at the conduct of party leaders who must live by how they preach. When you lie to people, they know.
Of course.
But in African tradition, if you are older than somebody, if you lie to him, he won't say anything, but he will just allow you to go. But he knows you are lying. A leader is not expected to say anything that is not true. Times have changed. The conduct of leaders in any political party should be exemplary. The APC must be run differently by ensuring internal democracy. The party must respect the wishes and the choices of the people. You must. Otherwise, you run in trouble.
You're running, of course.
If you don't respect the choice of people, you run in trouble. Don't impose. Allow them to tell you who they want. You go back peacefully. Any attempt to subvert what they already have in mind, then you are pitching the party against them or pitching them against the party.
Or both.
So their choices must be respected, while constantly interacting with them to establish their wishes and opinions about the implementation of campaign manifesto. Carry them along. Don't sit down in the room and make decisions. These days, people are more aware because people are more educated. It's unlike those days. People are more educated now. So if you attempt to say anything, one day, if it is not, there is one thing with a lie. It doesn't usually stand. If you tell somebody a lie, by the time you leave him, you have forgotten what you said.
Of course.
That's the problem with it. By the time you meet again, if he wants to take you up, he will just shame you there. Because you will raise the issue and you say something different. And that concludes it. The respect he had for you
is gone.
Eroded. The party is also expected to monitor the government to ensure every compliance with all policies that form the basis of the ideals on which the party was founded. It is the responsibility of the party. Because the party sets the agenda, not the government. The party set an agenda
for the government to
implement. You use the agenda, you win election, then the government must listen to the party. Because the party has to present that agenda and monitor its implementation. Otherwise, 2019, we are in the third quarter of 2015. In the next 3 months, the number of years will now fold one and leave 3. And so it will continue. And people are there waiting. The government doesn't suffer, but the party suffers. If the leaders of the party are focused, they will not allow a situation where they will suffer again. We can only achieve change when we are seen to be cohesive in whatever we find ourselves doing for our organization and the nation. The most important aspect of APC is the unity seen among us and the entrenchment of internal democracy as our norm. That way, our activities will be adjudged positive and good for democracy in Nigeria. After almost 55 years of existence as a sovereign nation, they need to build a strong democratic institution in Nigeria. has been long overdue. And in my opinion, the time is now. Now. The foundation for that democratic institution, I want to assure you, is going to be the APC. Before I end this, let me just say something, even though I'm not too sure. It's not officially confirmed, but when hints come, do not throw them away. Okay. Just now, I was sitting with my brother, Engineer Ogule. He received a text message that Mrs. H.I.D. Awolowo had just died.
Yeah.
It's true?
Yeah, it is. We just got it.
It's true. Yeah, can we give her a minute silence, please?
At the age of 99.
She's going to be under very soon.
A minute silence, please. May her gentle and rich soul rest in peace.
Amen.
Thank you, and God bless you all.
Yes. Let's continue to give him a hand of applause. The distinguished Honorable Senator Lawal Shuaibu, APC USA's greatest supporter, have delivered his speech, and I hope that you all are listening attentively. Thank you very much.